What's up, fight fans? This is Kurt DeVille with Counterpunch Boxing News, and I have some new news concerning Martin Bakole. Yet again, the number one ranked heavyweight stopped Anthony Joshua in sparring now, okay? And this is what he went on to say. He said, ask anyone about me. Go ask Daniel Dubois about me. Ask Joshua about me. Ask Usyk about me. Ask Tyson Fury about me. They will keep quiet. Nobody will say they gave me a hard time. I gave them all a hard time. I stopped Daniel Dubois twice, stopped Joe Joyce and Joshua. Oh, that was a big one. He was hurt that day. Wow. Let me counterpunch. People, this is current documentation on a guy that's claiming, hey, I'm a badass. I beat all these dudes, Usyk, Dubois, Joshua, Joyce, etc. And I have an upcoming fight. And again, I have to reiterate, if that's the case, if he's done all this stuff, that's probably why nobody really wants to talk about it. You know, sparring wars, of course, comes into question. I don't think it's genuine, really. I think he's just trying to clout, you know what I mean? But if he can knock out Jared Anderson, he will tell us what he's all about. Bars. Right? But this is current documentation on how and when or if he goes in there and gets beat up like he did with Michael Hunter, when Michael Hunter taxed his ass and had him out on his feet, right? If he pulls another one of those with Jared Anderson, because that's more than likely what's probably going to happen, Jared Anderson's going to catch him with some shots, and he's going to hurt him, and then Jared's going to jump all over him, just like Michael Hunter did. You know? But him saying that he did all this and did all that, you know, is either him talking about his accolades during his fight career in sparring, preparing these fighters, and what he did to these fighters. You know, in Martin Bakole's case, if he's doing all of this, saying what he did, he needs to write a book. You know what I mean? Called Only the Men I Hurt or Only the Men I Beat Out of the Ring. You know, that'd be a pretty good book. You know what I mean? If he was smart. You know, but he's saying this because he wants to legitimize his career by what he's done behind the scenes. You know, away from the spotlight in the square circle. That's what he's doing. And again, if it works, it's a good idea because, hey, if he beats Jared Anderson and he upsets and, you know, and knocks over the apple cart, then we can look back at what he claimed he did and then be like, man, you know what? He probably did that. You know what I mean? Because we've seen, okay, this guy is the real deal and he's been telling us he's the real deal. Okay? So you can't overlook success. If he's successful, you have to take a look at what he did. Now, Usyk, I think he claims that it didn't happen. You know what I mean? But to be fair, to aid his credit, Bakole's credit, that a lot of fighters won't talk about Martin Bakole. You don't hear them talk about what happened with Martin Bakole. So he is true about that. So that makes you wonder, like, well, wait a minute. Hold on a second. Hold on now. What's the deal? You know what I mean? So Bakole is claiming that he hurt AJ. But then he claimed that he stopped Joyce and Joshua. Oh, that was a big one. He was hurt that day. Okay. Being hurt and stopped are two different things. You know, I would love to hear what AJ had to say about it since, you know, he has recently responded to what Daniel Dubois claimed he did, or what people claimed that Daniel Dubois did to Anthony Joshua. So I would love to hear what Anthony Joshua has to say since his name is in other people's mouths, right? But you guys tell me what you think once again of Martin Bakole claiming that this time his next victim in his past time sparring wars was against AJ, which he claimed he stopped. Of course, please subscribe. And you guys been Counterpunch.